Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Now, while the typical Menagerie with Lightfang has certainly taken a bit of a backseat to, well, all other builds, Menagerie is actually not really dead. It's not dead because Quillbore have always been pretty good as a Menagerie build, kind of like a side Menagerie build, but now with the new, well, not that new anymore, but still pretty recent if we just take a look at the number of patches we've gotten. Blizzard, we need some updates. Updates stat. Let's go. But we got the Dark Elder. The Dark Elder repeatedly pushes quills on your Quillbore as you roll through, and it kind of has pretty good synergy with the Agam Thornweaver, the guy that buffs your Menagerie +1/+1 each time you roll it up, basically, if you have the Dark Elder in play. And this comes with a situation where it's a good compromise between stats and minion quality, which is really the main challenge of playing Menagerie. And honestly, that's why I like playing Menagerie. So I've had a bit of fun doing this. You don't have to go all crazy with the perfect Menagerie minions or whatever, but you do get a little bit more flexibility when you have this combo rolling. So take a look. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. But all the things that happened with that, none of them surprised me. And really, it's pretty simple. I think it is thoroughly the worst run companies on the face of the earth. It's a kind of like a corrupt monopoly that they have going. And also, even the people who work in the stores, like the salespeople, they have very little power, so they actually have to rely on the shittiest fuck phone support in order to actually have problems solved. And the truth of the matter is, if you work in sales and are technologically savvy, which you basically have to be, there's no way you would subject your sanity to having to call those morons on a regular basis. So it's not just that they have like the worst company through and through. They also have like the worst sales staff, because no competent sales staff would work for this company. So it's really thoroughly trash. And yeah, recently they had like major outage with like banking and a whole bunch of other stuff. So there's hopefully some government scrutiny. I think what they should do is break these companies apart, because they're at a point where they literally cannot be possibly run worse. Like, if you just put like one of my neighbors in charge of it, it will be better. Because it can't be worse, right? So I mean, it's pretty clear in my mind. So what you're hearing is Kripp won't take a sponsorship with a major telecom. We have already turned down sponsorships from one of these major telecom companies in Canada because they suck. I would never recommend that you guys use their services unless you have to, but unfortunately it is a corrupt monopoly with Telecom in Canada, so sometimes you have to.
Your destiny must be your own.
That may be so, Kripp, but would your neighbor donate millions of dollars to your local politician? I actually don't know how they keep up the corruption. I don't know how they do that. Because I don't think you can like lobby politicians like you can in the US over here. I don't think so anyway.
A well still has its uses.
Not yet, at least.
You must do everything in your power.
Anyway, we had a bunch of other stuff in the trip, but we'll share most of that with like the videos and stuff that we have prepared. Limiting speeds on unlimited data plan is bullshit. You have an unlimited data plan? You want to hear some bullshit? Here you go. So I think there's only one company that offers an unlimited data plan, but what happens is after you use like 20 gigs, it's slowed down by like 98%. You can't even check your email. So if you're going to use more than 20 gigs, you literally have to get their limited plans. Biggest telecom in Canada, by the way. The company I'm talking about. Biggest telecom in Canada. 20 gigs is a lot? Depends. Depends. The one stream that we did, by the way, was like 25 gigs, 2 hours. So it just depends what you're doing.
Next time, leave nothing to chance.
Come close.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. Unlimited data should mean real unlimited. How do you fight corruption? They're just so bad on so many different levels, it's really hard for me to give you a real answer to that. I think the biggest thing is that the entire telecom system in Canada depends on the phone support and the technicians behind the phone support. And the amount of like competent, well-spoken technical support for Canadian telecom companies, I shit you not, it's like 1 in 1,000. Like I'm pretty sure like 10 years ago I called up and there was one guy that actually knew what he was talking about and helped me in a time-efficient manner. Like it happened once. I swear it happened once. I don't remember the exact experience, but yeah, it happened once, I think. And then their entire business depends on those people. I don't know why it's so fucked. Maybe they don't pay them enough to attract decent talent, or maybe they outsource it, or maybe they just hire people with like kindergarten diplomas or something. I don't know what it is, but it's bad.
Watch out! I'm baking here.
How many gigs did we go through the last 30 days? We had like a 60 gig plan. We usually use less than half of it, but we used it in its entirety in the last like week because of all the phone losing issues. You change your ISP in England and the staff you've spoken to has been so knowledgeable about what they're selling and how it works. You know what I'm saying, and it makes a huge difference. Yeah. We use independent telecom whenever possible. It's just not always possible. We're lucky to have internet through not a major provider.
You must do everything
And that has been a big deal because they actually have been surprisingly competent. A little overpriced, but don't tell them I'd pay twice as much for the same service. Just like give more money, I don't give a shit.
You're here. Let's talk.
God damn, what the fuck is that?
It seems you have a plan.
A Gamagan, be my guide. A Gamagan, be my...
I will not tell you my ISP because it's not a big company. I'll tell you guys when I move away from it, but for security reasons I can't tell you. Call the Better Business Bureau. What a waste of time. That's not something that would help. Not in this situation. Oh, there is another really fun part about the biggest ISP in Canada, by the way. If you are outside their coverage area,
You must do everything in your power.
your speed is basically 0. It's not like low, it's like 0. They do that so they can still advertise that they have the widest coverage in Canada. That's because they have like some piece of the coverage, but then they like rent from the others. But when they do that, your speed is 0. You cannot load Twitter. You can't read an email.
You are mighty as the
You just can't do anything. It's gonna be like 4. I can't really level yet. That is cool. Okay.
My father would be envious.
That is also cool.
Bury the bones. Lost.
Choose your fighter.
Your demise.
Okay. Oh, and I know it's bullshit because sometimes in the past when we've done IRL streaming with our IRL backpack, we actually have a US provider for internet. It's AT&T. AT&T doesn't actually have lines in Canada at all. They only rent the services from others and actually have unlimited and actually get the speeds of those that they rent. They don't throttle it down like 99%. So I know there's people from America is like, my provider is so bad. I can tell you that AT&T from America used in a different country is the single best mobile internet available in Canada. I hope that basically nail in the coffin for you guys. They don't offer that service anymore since COVID. I think they scaled back their business a bit. They dropped those lines, but they were active for a few years.
You are mighty as the black dragonflight. That one is dismissed.
Okay. Actually, I think I'll freeze for the Geomancer. I've been alright. I think I'm done with the ISP rant, but yeah, they're shockingly bad in Canada. In BC, it's illegal to have any auto insurance that isn't ICBC. Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like insurance is a whole bunch of bullshit. You obviously need it, but the whole like get quotes or whatever, most of the time you speak to someone who has no idea what they're talking about. We chose to update our home insurance fairly recently, and like the person on the phone wanted to run through like the entire, you know, questionnaire. Oh my god. Am I seeing that right?
The runes whisper of your demise.
Oh wait, that fucks it up.
Flawlessly executed.
Oh shit.
That one hits heavy.
That was not flawlessly executed. Okay. 15 is a downgrade for everything, so that's kind of bad. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, the gray spot's pretty bad. You can't magnetic the hand. You can't do that. I mean, the damage cap is still in effect, so it's fine, I guess. Yeah, the last time we updated our home insurance, there was a lady who was really hard to understand her English. Like, she was not at all well-spoken. And look, this is not a shot at, like, you know, immigrants or whatever. Great, you know, come over to Canada. We need more of them. Okay. It's just, if your job is phone support, you need to, like, you know, be well spoken. I mean, it's really all that's the job. It's part of the job. I have a really good understanding of people with accents, and I found it so hard. It was one of the worst, like, spoken people that I've talked to on the phone ever. She had a fire alarm constantly beeping in the background, constantly, the whole time. And we asked her about it, and she's like, "What fire alarm? I don't hear it." Of course. Oh yeah, it was her. Of course it was her.
Nothing to chance.
Of course it was her.
Fish are friends, not food.
Oh, I could have had another one there.
Hey, watch out!
Hire one of these fine recruits.
This is my realm.
For justice. I approve of this pick.
This is a pretty sweet menagerie, I have to say. I don't think I want to play that, though. I think I probably do need to. And yeah, she started asking us like really weird fucking questions that had to do with nothing. Like what kind of plumbing we have, and when we told her what kind of plumbing we had, she didn't know what the material was. Again, that's part of the job, right? You can't ask a question and not understand like the answer. Like that's the job. You fucking work telephone home insurance. What else? Oh yeah. She put us on hold for like 20 minutes and told us how much the quote would be, and we're like, with the one change that we made, it's like twice as much. That can't be possible. She put us on hold for another 20 minutes and said, oh yeah, I made an error in the calculation. It's actually like 40% less. And then we asked to like speak to her manager, and they're like, yeah, we're closing. Sorry, call tomorrow. And then that was it. That's our last experience with home insurers.
Let us bring this to an end.
Chad home insurer. Yeah. Got it.
Next time, leave nothing to chance.
I really want to do that. I mean, that's kind of good. I mean, it's better than that, I guess. Yeah, it is better than that.
Take a deep breath.
Hire one of these fine recruits.
And then 5 left. I can use a roll, which is important.
Tear this place apart!
Okay. Man, that's a lot of stats. Looking good. Oh yeah, Reborn the Amalgam would have been good. I gotta look out for that.
I hope we're always on the same side.
This guy has a pretty good build, except it's just kind of small. $37 health though, Jesus.
That was a reckoning.
Does it actually take away 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't take away from that, but this can buff that, which does take away from it. I think that's probably worth the 1 extra. Oh. Maybe not.
Watch out! I'm thinking.
Need a drink?
That one is dismissed.
What a build! I'll be back in a sec.
Seize your destiny.
that was close. Pretty shitty. Alright. Didn't I do that, Chris? Like I just synced Twitch. It's still not working? I did that shots. I did that like 20 minutes ago.
You are mighty as the black dragonflight.
Max. Yeah, Selfless Hero is actually pretty good.
I approve of this pick. Soldiers for
Oh, that's
gold?
nice.
How barbaric.
We're mostly trying to get cards that are like 2 for 1 or something like that in terms of consuming gold. 1 gold. Oh, that's really nice.
Soldiers for
I
gold.
do have to sell that, but I think that's fine. I mean, I quite like that, but
Nothing scares me.
fine.
Except
Buki Necro combo? What Necro?
Seize your
Am I down
destiny.
on vacations for a bit? Across the obelisk? Which one's that? This sounds really familiar. Oh, I think I have a code for this game. I think they sent me a code like a few months ago. Is he dead? Oh, he is! Oh, that was a fun first game, wasn't it?